Yeah, definitely hard course. I think the thing about today was you really had to know when to push and when not to push, because there was a lot of section, I don't know if you can call them climbs, because, compared to like a time trial on Tour of Georgia, I mean, that was very, very much a steep wall climb. But today we're a little bit too big to call them rollers, but they were definitely very hard. We had to, almost go over your limit a little bit on the rollers, and then you had plenty of time in some places to recover. And there was actually one moment when it was so fast coming down the hill that I just stopped pedaling and tried to tuck. And so in that sense, it was technical, because you really had to know how hard to push and when to let off the gas. And I kind of noticed it when I was catching some riders. I would make up a lot of ground on them on the climb, and then all of a sudden, I would kind of stall on a downhill, and then the next climb make up more ground. So I think that in that sense, I rode well today, but it wasn't my best day, but I was still able to win, so that's pretty cool. Well, there was a couple of very fast sections, and it was the one when you came onto the highway there.
Highway 376.
Yeah, you came on the on-ramp, and that was very fast. Went to the turnaround, came back, very, very hard climb there, that, like I said, it was out of the saddle for 500 meters, doing everything I could to get to the top, and then over the top, doing 50 miles an hour plus, and just stop pedaling and tuck, so it was very fast. My goal this year was California, the podium at the Tour, and I met those objectives and to win a stage of the Tour. So everything else is a bonus, and like in Georgia, Yanni ended up winning, and here it looks good for George. The team is very strong, so it's for me it's fun. It's all about the team, and especially that the Tour of Missouri is the last race for Discovery Channel, and we wanted to come here and go out on top. And this season has been unbelievable, so this is the perfect way to end it. I was forced to change it the day before the Tour de France, and it's very frustrating, because they can't give a real reason why your arms can't be like this as opposed to this. I think they said that it creates a support on the elbow, but I think they've never been on a time trial bike, because it doesn't change how much weight you have on your elbow. And there's guys who ride it down, but they don't say anything about those guys until Floyd obviously had his bars up, and I went to the wind tunnel and we tried. I spent 2 days in the wind tunnel, like you said, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money. We found a position that it was incredibly fast. The numbers were very fast, and I think maybe the fastest that tunnel had ever seen. And that was part of my motivation for this year. When I saw that, I lit up, and I trained all year in that position. And then again, like I said, just before the Tour, the day before, they said you can't ride that anymore. There's no explanation for it, so it's very frustrating. And I think that it's a little bit ridiculous, yeah. But I have to follow the rules, and I put the bars down. Just do what you can. But I won a time trial on the Tour de France, and I won here today with the bars down. So it still works. I'm still fast, and I'm sure that my drag is a little bit more. The numbers are a little higher with the bars down, but those are the rules, so I'm going to follow the rules. This year, obviously, it's been my best year ever, more than I dreamed of. I trained really hard this winter with Tour of California in my mind. It was sort of a short-term goal, and I knew that with that goal that I would come into the season with great fitness, and I would be able to carry that. And I stayed very focused throughout the year and took care of myself, and was good in Georgia, and then in the Tour de France as well. And even toured Germany and then again last weekend, and today it's much more than I could have expected, and I'm very happy with this year. If you were to go back and look at my results in my career, I've definitely inched ahead every year. Really, I've worked hard and made that little bit of improvement every year. So I think I'm just getting to the point now where I'm very experienced and I'm confident, and it's paying off. And I don't see why that can't continue. I'm just as motivated now as before. And your third question is that I don't know which team I will be. I don't know which team I will be on.